Welcome in, brothers. Today I'm bringing you a extremely high level game of Beyond All Reason on the map All That Glitters, probably the most popular map in Bar at the moment, besides maybe Supreme. So we got two teams, and the one spawning on the left will be the blue, and the one spawning on the right will be the red. Let's go over the top ranked players for each team. Coming in at 64, open skill, absolutely dominating everyone else's rank. We have Chev right here as the blue commander. He will be playing as Armada, and he's going to start with the bot lab. Get more into that later. For the red team, we have Bon Comet starting as Cortex. The other faction also going to be going as bots, as his units of choice. So what's the difference between Cortex and Armada here? Well, Armada is kind of like the more hit and run style. They have faster units, but they're more lightly armored. Where Cortex has heavier units, such as more HP, they hit harder, but they cost more money. That is the trade-off between the two factions. Now, what about vehicles versus bots? Well, bots are just faster in terms of mobility. They get around the map faster, where vehicles are more slow, but they trade more efficiently for the amount of money you put into them. Everyone here is looking to grab their metal extractors. For those of you who do not know, metal makes the world go around. It's the most important resource in Bar, and without it, you are basically stranded on a desert island with nowhere to go. Your secondary resource will be energy. Energy, as you can see on like a unit like here, is 1,000 energy and 120 metal. You can basically have infinite energy, as you can build as much energy as you would like in order to sustain your metal. Basically, you scale your energy with how much metal you're producing. Here we have Chev looking for a quick run by here. Good micro, getting one metal extractor there. It's about 50 metal so far. Very nice. He's going to look to maybe go up top here, but the Shurikens looking to respond. Shurikens will stun these in place. As you can see, they stun them. One shot, one kill, stuns them, and allows the other units to catch up and clean them up. He's going to look to maybe grab this other metal extractor right here. Can he get it? He gets another one. That's big. That's 100 metal down the drain. That brings us on to another mechanic of Bar. When things die, you can reclaim about 60 to 70% of their metal, making units very important to have access to when they die. So you don't want to let a whole army die on the enemy side of the map. That would be very terrible. We have Choki here, the lowest ranked player on the blue team versus the highest ranked player. In this situation, his job is to purely stall and try not to die. He's going to let his commander get absolutely farmed by these thugs. Getting so low. Thugs, long range artillery for the bot lab. Does massive damage. We've got some more trades up here in the middle of the map. Choki needs assistance. He needs that lube, bro. He is in a tight situation. He needs to get loosened up to get out of it. The thugs though are pushing, but Lube is looking to stop it. Gonna laser turret down with some grunts here. Gonna run on top of them. Thugs are weak in close quarter combat. They definitely want to keep their range. The grunts are trading surprisingly well, even though they got outnumbered 2-1. Commander looking to repair. Repairing is free, but the thugs here can easily kite the Lube commander. In the middle of the map, we have our Chev player here pushing forward, getting good control. Blue getting decimated by these thugs. That is huge. Getting that commander snipe, that is massive for the red commander here, since that is 1.2 thousand metal on the battlefield here. Now he has humongous pressure, and if he can grab this, that's another 1.2k. He will be swimming in that money, that good cash. Looking to get that laser turret. Gonna kite back here, easily deal with that Stoot. Oh, we have a breakthrough. This could be very good. Slowing red player down here. He should break these off. Send one here, send one here, send this guy here. And he can get maximum damage. The ticks are looking to respond. Ticks, they kind of tickle you. They don't do much else. Gonna get one more metal extractor. Gonna feed the rest of the metal, so he will be able to reclaim that with relative ease. Where now it's a fight over the commander. He's looking to grab it. Koki trying to get up an LT here to try and deny any further progression from Bon Comet. The blue big bald man, he sees his ally endangered. He needs help. Can he help him? If that commander goes down, that can possibly devastate the Whistlers. Whistlers are kind of like the thug variant for the vehicles. They're slow, but they do a lot of damage and they have very long range. As you can see, 700 versus the Thug 400. So Whistlers can definitely kite the Thugs with relative ease. Chev here getting huge mid pressure. This is always nice to see. When you're able to take control of the middle of the map, it means you can help either lane with absolute ease. So if you want to, you can come in here and help them. You can come down here and screw this guy over. And also buys his team a lot of space, allowing like Baldman here to help Red without having to worry, since he has a commanding position in the middle of the map. More Thugs here walking up, gonna stop the reclaiming. The res bot's coming out. Another commander has fallen. It's gonna be a Choky here. He blew up half of Big Ball's army. That is a devastating blow to blue team's army value. The Jan is looking for another shot. Gets one connection here. Pawn Enforcer looking to AFK on top of the wreck. He's cloaked, but they have a radar so they can see him. They are looking to contest this. He maybe should just suicide his commander to degun this. If you degun a wreck, the disintegration gun only access to the commander to destroy everything and all things. Commander Trey. So now there is how much metal here? There is 4K. It's a gold mine. Whoever takes control of this will basically now win the game. Chev needs to notice this and help. Everyone needs to be fighting over this 4,000 metal, as you can see here in the top right hand corner of the screen. Each team is about getting 200 metal a second. So 4,000 metal pretty much instantaneously is massive to an economy where your whole team is only gathering 200 metal a second. On the top hand side of the map, the green commander here will grab a juicy connection kill and look to kind of equalize that metal difference that the red team will be grabbing. They get 2 commanders. They have 3 commanders. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Bring your salt, bring your pepper, get that fork and knife out, because we'll be eating good tonight, baby. Mwah. The Whistler here trying to deny it as much as he can. There's one commander could just walk up and degun this, which would be huge for the blue team, but there's no commander in sight. That's maybe what the blue player should be doing, but I doubt he knows what's happening down here. Too focused on the middle lane. But this is just so much metal the red team has access to. Or maybe the Bats commander could walk up and try and help, but he's playing Factorial right now, building up his base, getting his economy up. We haven't looked at the bases very much. But what's going on in the back line? Well, you have the air commander, which is this guy, and you'll have a tech commander, which is this guy right here. He's going tier 2. Tier 2 has now entered the battlefield, for those of you who are more new to bar. Tier 2 is basically 2.5 times stronger than tier 1 units. Much faster, much more damage, much more HP per metal, and they can just very easily outmaneuver tier 1 with no problem. The only problem is they're very expensive, so you do need to have a good economy behind it or be reclaiming metal like this in order to get a solid T2 army rolling. That's what Bon Cobbin's going to do. He's going to use all that metal he was able to snag on the front line. He's going to funnel that into his T2. He has T2 mexes coming online. T2 mexes give 4 times the amount of metal as a tier 1 mex. So that is huge economy increase with 2 commanders here. If they end up sniping that yellow commander, this whole army goes pop like a balloon. We could see some major value. Blue maybe smells blood in the water. Can he sense the commander? If he kills this, that'd be very good for blue team. Him going tier 2 will slow down any unit production, allowing blue to reclaim this part of the map. That's actually very, very good for blue, because there's still a lot of metal on the ground. Maybe perhaps it was the wrong decision to go tier 2 here, simply because he does not have the money or the funds to get enough units on the battlefield to claim this metal. We have the yellow commander slipping away with 3% HP. Barely surviving. If they can get some res bots up in here. Already reclaiming the metal, so he went tier 2 but lost the metal field. That makes the game definitely more even for the blue team. I think he should have sat on tier 1 here and probably pushed in, or maybe they both went tier 2. That's also why they were lost. They both teched up, and in turn blue got the reclaim, which allows them to catch up and go tier 2. So a small mistake from the red team. Is the game ending? No, but blue team has caught up quite significantly from both of them going tier 2. The wind economy is strong. Do we have anything else? He's going up to tier 2. The economy in the backline looking relatively good. That factory is placed in the furthest possible way from the front line. That is interesting, to say the least. Probably a little, should be placed a little bit further up so you can get the units up faster. Would always be nice. The Tsar coming in here from the pink guy down here. These things are absolute monstrosities on the battlefield. One shot, one kill, and it does a humongous AoE. So this has already helped the front line significantly. Very good play from the pink commander here, getting the Tsar up there, helping out the front line, which is weak because they're facing the best player on the blue hand side. Blue player now going to go into tick production with spam, mixing with his tier 2. The enemy is questioning the tier 2 lab. Look at that. Ooh, you go up the rocks. But I think tier 2 on the front line is always nice. If you can get it up there, it's better than having it in the back line, simply because the reinforcements are too good to pass up. If you get there like 10 to 15 seconds earlier, it definitely can be the change between winning and losing a match. Here comes another Tsar. Boom! Dude, it's just the sound effects. So good. Ooh! Every shot, you can feel the shockwave not only through your ears but through your bones, dude. It just has packs such a wallop. Got the radar jamming vehicle here. This prevents any radar from seeing your units, so you have to get units into this radar circle in order to see enemy units to fire back at them. That's why you see these little units coming out. It's the counter to the radar jamming vehicles and towers that you can build. Chev getting pushed by the pink player. He's pretty much out of the game. He's just looking to stall time for his teammates to pick up his slack, which is, that's what you got to do, right? You're against the best player. Your job is just to hold them off as long as possible for your better players to win their sides. So he's doing his job very well. Slowing down Chev here, not allowing him to get too big of a snowball. They have stabilized the canyon. This is also good. What I would love to see from the blue team is, yes, here we come. The Agitator, a artillery unit. Getting these on the mountains are huge because a lot of units cannot shoot up here because it's too vertically high. You need specific units to do so. So getting this up there, it makes it not only annoying to dislodge, but it gives you a nice line of fire because it's not blocked by these mountains. We have some air from both players. Air seems to be even, no bombing run. We have some bombers out here on the edge of the map, maybe looking to go all the way around. Oh, he's scouting. He's fishing, seeing if he can get in with his bombers. But I think he's going to give up for now. Maybe he could push for this tier 2 lab. It looks kind of exposed. He got some nice starlights. He might try and push. Blue team looks like they have very good momentum and they're winning on the north side. Red team needs to do something here. They get the tier 2 lab. Like I said, they push up and snag that. Starlights are coming out. Good spam in front of them. Nothing can stop this starlight push right now. The ticks are a desperate attempt to only slow it down, but it's not the solution. They need some more firepower. What are they doing? They are doing nothing to stop it. They're just trying to get their eco up. Fusion coming up. That gives 1,000 energy per second. For reference, he's only making 900 at the moment. That will double his energy production. I guess he thinks he needs it in order to hold this back. Going for a bit more greed. As you can see here on the blue hand side, he's opted to go nothing but into wins. Clean energy is what the robots are all about. They appreciate good weather, you know, they respect the environment. No fossil fuels being used here. Only natural energy from the, such good guys. The Sheldon shelling away. These are the tier 2 Cortex bots. They're very good at sieging and kiting units, but if you get on top of them, they're like paper. You just cut them up real easily, put them on some bread like butter, and they're just absolutely done. But they have huge mid control here. This is not looking good. And you can see in the top right hand corner, blue is about 20% more metal a second, along with the 20% energy. The resign is starting to come out from the red hand team. Are they going to give it up? And they will end up giving it up. The huge mid control. The top control here was massive pushing. I think, I'm not unironically, going tier 2 too fast there may have closed the window of opportunity.